So, another video when I thought I'd do a proper in-depth video with spoilers and the like for Transformers Last Night. So, I don't know if I'll go from beginning to end, so I'll just go through bits I can remember and whatnot. So, let's see where to begin. The bit with Arthur and the round table and bit, that's a bit more prevalent than you think. That does get a lot more than 5 minutes of screen time, but it's like dotted all over the film. The bit where Bumblebee, because it is Bumblebee, charges into a Nazi stronghold, that's only there for about a couple of minutes. Hot Rod's there as well, but I don't know what he transforms from. Megatron's awesome. Megatron's awesome, but the other Decepticons, most of them just get destroyed pretty quickly in this fight in this abandoned town. Unless it's Nitro Zeus, which I thought the toy looked awesome, and I might have got it, but that character, that is probably one of the most annoying characters in the film. It feels like if Skids and Mudflap from the second film grew up. So, yeah. I'm glad he doesn't say much, or he's not in it much, but yeah. He doesn't really do anything. Barricade seemed to do a fair bit more, but... And he's the one of the ones that survives. So, yeah, who we got for the Decepticon side? We've got Megatron, which is awesome. He looks awesome. He kicks ass. His transformation, his alt mode's awesome, and is voiced by Frank Welker. I wish I saw him. I wish there was more of him. I was rooting for him to win. Squeaks does not kill him, which I was fearing he would, but he doesn't, so good. Mohawk, which kind of looked like he's got a piranha bred with a frog head, with a mohawk that turns into a bike. I'm surprised they haven't done a toy of him. Onslaught in his robot mode looks like Long Haul, and the vehicle mode is a giant pickup truck. I know they're not supposed to look like the 80s stuff, but give him a giant cannon or something. It's Onslaught. Dreadbot, I'm assuming, was from the third film, perhaps. I think he turns into the VW camper van. I don't know, and like me, I don't think you should care because it doesn't do that much. Who else have we got? Berserker, I don't think is in the film. He's just shown as this big thing that might eat people if he gets free. Yeah. I suppose technically the Combiner, Infernicus, I think it's called, which transforms from these 6, I think it's either 5 or 6, it's a bit hard to tell, 5 or 6 little guys into this one big one. You've seen the trailer when 5 or 6 guys are charging Optimus and he spins around in a circle and kills them. Yeah. That's the second time you see him and then him split apart. It's a big blob of nothing, really. The little ghost robot lady, that's Quintessa. Oh, I want her to die. Even as she's not even a good character as a Quintesson. She's possibly the worst character as far as I'm concerned in the film. kind of works how she made the Transformers, but she's a crap character. I'll have to say on her. Bumblebee finishes her off, but doesn't kill her, because in the credits, you see her as a human. Yes. So yeah, I mean, did anyone think this was going to be the last film? Did anyone honestly think this was going to be the last one? What the plot is of the next one is going to be, because it's pretty much hinted here, is the Transformers are going to fight Unicron, because Earth is Unicron, which kind of takes it a little bit from Transformers Prime, because at the end of the first series, it was revealed Unicron was part of Earth. So, you know, why not? Why not? Dinobots don't do anything. Slag in his normal giant form shows up in Grimlock to stop the humans from chasing the Autobots. Grimlock does the same. Grimlock gets a bit more screen time in his normal form, trying to eat a few cars in this junkyard, which Mark Wahlberg's hiding out in with a few people he knows. It's never explained why Drift is red rather than blue, other than probably product placement to show off the car, perhaps. I'm guessing. Hot Rod's French, although his accent sounds more like Spanish or Mexican. So, yeah, why not? Simmons gets a few appearances in the film because he knows a few things. He always knows a few things. I'm glad he's not got a big thing in this film, but it's nice to see little bits, because people remember him for being bad, but he got better. In the third film, he was bad, but he wasn't awful. It wasn't the Fallen bad. And in this, he does enough not to be awful. Stanley Tucci, I think his name is. The bloke that played the Steve Jobs look-alike in the fourth film. He's back in this, but he's playing Merlin because the Transformers gave him this staff, so that's what everyone back in Arthur's times thought magic was. The giant dragon you see in the trailers is basically the Dinobots from the fourth film. Doesn't really do much. It's awesome to see when it's there, because the 12 Knights, which are the old looking Transformers you see in the Arthur trailer bits, they form the dragon, which is nice. It looks awesome, but it doesn't really do much. It breathes fire on a few Decepticon ships. It crashes into the ground. It flies around for a bit. It crashes into the combined Decepticon Infernicus thing. That's it. Will it show up in the sixth film? Possibly. I doubt it. Who else have we got? Or what else have we got? Yeah, Optimus Prime is calling himself Nemesis Prime. He's not in it for much, but when you first see him, he's frozen in space. How or why, I don't know. Because surely Cybertron would just have been in space. There would have been no atmosphere. Or maybe it's got its own gravitational system. I don't know. But yeah, he's frozen in space, just whooshing around space, waiting to fall on Cybertron. And he does. And then he gets up. So I don't know how that happens. Maybe being frozen is some sort of sleeping technique, perhaps. He finds Cybertron is a husk, and he asks possibly the stupidest question in the film: what happened here? You were on Cybertron at the start, mate. I think you should know what happened here. You and the Decepticons ruined it. You saw a brief glimpse of it in the third film. It didn't look good. What did you expect it to be? And Quintessa, the little floaty robot woman thing, created the Transformers. Yeah, okay. And she terms Optimus Prime evil. Nemesis Prime. Shame he didn't turn black, but his arm. I'm sure his armour should have turned black, or at least grey, at the very least. But that fight with Bumblebee, that's an awesome fight scene, but how it is sorted is rubbish. I've not swore through the entire of this, so I won't. But yeah, if you're afraid of taking your kid because there's too much wear and there's a lot of it. But it didn't really bother me too much. But yeah, how Optimus Prime is released from his brainwashing is Bumblebee's speech with his proper voice, and it's kind of like a more cheaper version of you get in RID 2015, but his voice kind of works. I would have liked to hear more of it, but you know, whatever. Drift does nothing. Crosshairs gets his arm broken, that's it. Apparently there was supposed to be some sort of joke about gay or bi Transformers or something, and something about hybrid cars, but I never saw that, or I might have missed it, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't a thing. If plenty of reviews are saying that, but I'm pretty sure you must have seen a different bit than I saw, because I never saw that. Bumblebee gets a hammer. That's not explained, but it's a weapon, so why not? The little Dinobots, they're just there, just why not? Grimlock's in his normal size. Slag or Slug, it gets bigger. I don't know how. Yeah, the plot of it is they're after Merlin's staff, and this Oxford University teacher is basically Merlin's descendant, because why not? And she's the love interest for Wahlberg's character, because why not? They're alright. If she's going to appear in the other films, fine, but don't dumb her down. She's not dumbed down too much, but if she's dumbed down anymore, she will just be like the first three films. The female characters in that, because let's face it, that's all Bay knows, unfortunately, for female characters. I mean, even the 14-year-old lass, she's basically there to be a surrogate daughter for Yeager. That's his name, Carl Yeager, whatever. I'll just refer to him as Wahlberg's character. That makes more sense to me. To help him fix things, and then near the start there's these four lads that walk into somewhere where they should not be, and she helps them out, and one of them just fancies her from the moment he sees her, just cause. It's it's a little bit awkward, but you know. I'm sorry about my hay fever. I do apologise. Another awkward thing is Wahlberg and the university teacher. I can't remember the actress's name or the character she's playing, so it's not really Vivian, I think her name is. It's not really relevant, to be honest. Searching through her dad's office upstairs, and it sounds very innuendo-y. I'm glad the innuendo only lasts for a few seconds, because good God, no. The innuendo is as bad as the second film, but it's shorter. So you'll be groaning, but at least it'll be over quicker, so take your medicine. Take your medicine. The pain won't last for long, is what I'm saying here. The painful stuff won't last long when it does happen. It's like uncomfortable joke. Just like that. Hound does well. Helps the humans out with a load of guns like shotguns, grenade launcher. I think he uses a grenade launcher, and his 3-barreled minigun, which for Hound that's to be expected. Yeah, I've missed out one. Cogman. Cogman is awesome. He doesn't transform or anything, but it would have been nice, but he doesn't. What he does is basically a psychopathic ninja robot butler, as Wahlberg puts it, and that's pretty much pretty true. He must be very old, but he's pretty awesome. I think he's the star of the show. If Megatron appeared along, he'd probably be the star of the show. But there you go. Yeah, how Optimus Prime is released. Yeah, I've already said that. He hears Bumblebee's voice, and it's just like, Bumblebee, I've not heard that voice in years. Which, that's true. You didn't hear it until the end of the first film, and then Bumblebee loses again, which, just cause. I've never understood that. A little transforming watch killed Hitler. Because why not? This movie is about 2.5 hours long. No, it's about 2 hours 15 minutes. I think it's shorter than the others, and it does seem to go along a bit better. Yeah, Cogman's the best bit in the film, best character in the film by far. He's voiced really well. His jokes a little bit stiff, but they don't fall flat. Yeah, they just work. So, I can't really think there's anything else. The plot does follow on. It does continue on. But they forget why everyone's fighting for the staff. The human military side. It's a case of we must get the staff. Yeah. Okay. No. It only really seems to be Optimus when he's brainwashed, and Megatron and Quintessa who know why they need the stuff. Everyone else, we need the stuff. Don't know why. But yeah, that's the only thing where I think the plot really falls down, is that after when the third part starts, the stuff is there, but it's not the thing. It's just a case of kill Quintessa, fight some Decepticons, save the day. And that's really what you kind of want. The last big battle is a really good one. The camera work's not bad. You can see what's happening. Everything's shot well. Yeah, one more thing. They go from the small screen where it's like, I'll see if I can do it. Bars on the side. I don't know why I just did that. You know, where the camera put bars on both the top and the bottom of the screen, and then it zooms out so it's wider. Why couldn't the whole of the film have been that? They did that constantly through the third part of the film, and it got annoying. It got irritating. It felt like, why are you doing this? And apparently it's because they tried to shoot it in IMAX. I ain't seen it in that. It probably costs too much, and 3D does not work. It's been proven it does not work. And if it looks better in Dredd without the glasses on, and if it does not work in the Lego movie, then it does not work. I've seen enough 3D films to know it does not work. Just get rid of the 3D stuff. No one cares. No one really cares. I don't care. No people want 3D anymore. It was a fad. It was a fad that didn't work. It never worked the first time they tried it. It never worked the second time. It doesn't work now. 3D will never work. 3D is a gimmick that it will always be a gimmick. Like a crappy gimmick on a Transformer. That's all it will be. But yeah. Squeaks isn't that bad. He isn't that annoying. He does what he needs to do. He doesn't transform, which is a shame, but he does what he does. Ah, there he is. Yeah, got a little toy of him because I've done a review of him. Toy's pretty good. Prime defeats Megatron by kicking him out of the main hub thing where they're fighting. Kind of reminiscent of when Hot Rod threw Galvatron out of Unicron's eye, which, you know, why not? So yeah, there's going to be another film, obviously. Will Megatron have a awesome form or an alt mode as this one? Probably not, but we will have to see in a couple of years. Like I said, there's going to be another one. No one, I doubt that anyone thought there wouldn't be. So yeah, that's about that. I don't know how much more I can talk about, really. I think that's about it for the film. Yes, so like I said, if you think the films have been getting better, you'll like it. If you want a great plot, probably not. If you want it to be like the 80s cartoon, which by now you should have realised that ain't gonna happen, no. If you want it to be like the more recent cartoons, like Prime or RD15, no. The nearest comparison to the cartoons I can think of is either Series 3 of the 80s cartoon, because there's a lot more human stuff, or RID 2001, because the plot in that makes no sense and some of the characters are crappy, which the evil ones, because they don't last that long, it's kind of the same sort of thing. Oh yeah, two of the human military guys from the first three films, Epps I think his name is, and the other guy, they come back. They're just there. They're just there, just cause. Cause what? No. There's probably some other bits, but really, I think I've boiled it down to its core components. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was better than the fourth film, but then again, I like that one as well. It seemed like there was less Transformers bits, but the humans kind of had some relevance of moving the plot forward. It didn't feel like half of the human characters were just there just cause. The military people, most of them there was just cause. I think they were the only just cause we're here characters. All the military stuff because we need some sort of human evil. So yeah, so if you don't like the Bay films, this will not change your mind. This will not change your mind. So that's about it. So yeah, if you want to go and see the film, I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Goodbye for now.